put it this way. I've dated girls that had like dogs. I miss the dogs way more than the girls, bro. Let's just put it that way, bro. Like, and I'm like, damn, I'll even message like, how's your dog? How's Wasabi doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll ask that shit, bro. I'm like, damn, I want to kidnap the dog, bro.
Ben doesn't text for a booty call. He texts us to walk the dog.
Yeah, bro.
Welcome to The Worst Asian Podcast, where a couple Asian American millennials give you our shitty opinions on all things Asian. My name is Lingjie. I'm here with my co-host. His name is Ben. How are you today, Ben?
Good.
What the hell? You know, I was saying before, it feels a little bit strange because for maybe the second or the third time.
I think third.
It's the second time ever we're recording with my wife in the same house.
Yep. Shout out to, the
Don't
producer.
say her name. Don't say her name.
I'm not. Our executive producer. Wife.
Is it ambiguous whose wife she is then? If it's just singular wife.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
Lingjie's wife, my wife.
Lingjie's wife.
It's not as if she's actually standing there staring at us, but just having her presence in the house, he was like, I need to not be as stupid. Like a little bit.
Can she hear us like kind of right now?
Yeah. She's upstairs on the second floor on the back room, but I'm almost 100% positive she can hear us crystal clear.
She doesn't have give her some like noise canceling headphones.
I was gonna say, I hope she has earbuds on right now.
Hello.
Hello.
I did get to see her. I remember I walked in.
Yeah.
And the first thing I do is like I'm just yelling like to say I'm not late.
Ben does his usual yelling thing as he walks in.
Yeah. So I was like, 4 minutes to spare. And then I was like, the crowd goes wild. And I was like, oh crap, there's Lingjie's wife.
I was trying to catch you off guard. Maybe have you say something negative about her.
Yeah, what the
before you noticed she was actually in the house.
Yeah, he's like, hey, how do you feel about,
my
Taiwanese
wife.
People? Let's start with that or something. I'm
half
like,
Taiwanese, half Hong Kong people. How do you feel about those people?
Like, they're lovely. Lovely people.
Okay, it is now August, which means, what's funny? This topic that we're doing today was, we have a chat room, not a chat.
Group chat?
Group chat.
I mean, it's still a chat room.
I mean, is it a group chat when it's just two people?
No, then it's just a chat.
Just a chat. Okay, so Ben and I have a chat for podcast stuff, and I think we said this before. Whenever we think of a topic, instead of trying to put it down anywhere or just try to actually remember it with our brains, we'll just type in the chat topic space and then we'll write what the thing is.
Yeah.
So in the future, when we need a topic, we'll just search the string of messages, search for the word topic, and it'll pop up and we'll look for various things. So we were trying to struggle to find something to do today, and then I searched, and coincidentally, this episode, assuming that you're listening to it before the weekend, should line up perfectly because on August the 10th, in China, they celebrate a pseudo-romantic Valentine's Day kind of thing.
Yep.
It's called Qi Xi Jie.
Qi Xi Jie.
Qi Xi Jie. And I thought it would be a good time to actually talk about like Asian romantic holidays. Is that the right?
You got it.
It should be something like that. You know what's actually funny? When I was Googling Asian romantic holidays, it was just giving me vacation destination places in Asia.
Oh, like Thailand, Bali.
Because I guess people in Europe, instead of saying vacation, they say holiday. So when I'm going on holiday, that's the same thing as I'm going on vacation. So when I just Google Asian romantic holidays, I'm trying to think of like an official holiday, but it's giving me vacation destinations instead.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do the top 10 Asian destinations.
Not at all.
We're not.
Ben,
we could. Did we do that before?
Do what?
I don't think we did that. We could make that a topic technically.
What a topic.
We're like top 10 places to go to Asia.
Didn't we talk shit about some kind of destinations?
But not for love.
Are you sure we did do this topic?
I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it a topic.
I was chatting with someone recently, and they were asking me how the podcast was going, and I said it's going good. It's going good. And they were asking me about like what are we still talking about, and I was laughingly saying, I don't know what we're talking about anymore. It's been almost 3 years. What are we talking about?
I don't know how we're able to just keep going with the fucking ideas.
I think at some point we forget that we talk about things.
Oh yeah.
So we're probably just repeating things.
Oh yeah. We're definitely just like doing like whole memento thing.
Like this,
like the movie.
This topic for today feels like something we would have or could have done during actual Valentine's Day.
They're getting very close. That's what it's like. It feels like I think we might have done something like this.
Do you listen to some podcasts like Radio Labs stuff? You should know, like things like that, where it's not really like seasonal, but you can kind of just pick random episodes here and there. I'm hoping that this podcast is kind of like that, where you're not listening to it for like weekly life updates or to see what's going on in the world, but more just like random topical things.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can listen to something from February, from December, last year, this year, and it really, for the most part, besides like the chit chat, how you doing part,
Right.
like doesn't really matter.
I was gonna say like we did one about like Halloween based, but Asian superstitions. You know, we did that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about, we have a pretty good like catalog of things that just have certain topics.
Right.
I realize that. So I hope they're not following me for a weekly, but you could do both if you think about it. It's weekly,
especially if
and
you're like
topical.
a new listener.
Yes.
Then you can go through like I was gonna say discology, but that's not the right word, right?
You mean like
Like musicians when they have like their list of albums as
you mean a discography? What the fuck is discology?
What did I say? Wait, what did I say?
What's a discology?
What did you say? What did I say?
I said discology. No, I said discography.
Discography,
You said discology.
which is the study of discography.
I don't think that's a thing either.
It's the study of this in the world.
Yeah, study of disc, herniated disc.
Study of this.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
How are you doing before we actually get to the topic on hand? Are you doing okay these days?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I think I'm doing good. I think our podcast energy has been like revitalized. I could tell, especially when we talk. I could feel like you're like, oh, you're kind of more excited.
Yeah, because
again.
I have to do less of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah,
Mainly social media. Dude,
Yeah.
it is insane how much time, mental space, social media overall took between the clips,
yeah.
between the chatting with people. By the way, guys, I love chatting with you.
Yes, he does.
I'm
yeah.
still trying to think of a new account to make so you guys can
Yes.
chat with me.
You
But
didn't forget about that.
I'm just saying, not that I didn't enjoy it, but just how much time and mental space it took up.
Yes.
It was kind of insane because without that, I'm able to do, or it feels like I'm doing more, or at the very least, I have the possibility to do
Right.
more.
You know those two? It's because like you could be in the middle of doing something, and then what happens is that because like all of a sudden you just get like a litany of messages. Now
I actually turned off my alerts for
I noticed you
Instagram.
did that too. Yeah.
I did that about a year ago because it was getting to the point where I didn't.
You're 24/7. You're 7-Eleven.
I got
bro.
too many pop-ups when people would message or comment or
Yes.
something like that. So I was like, all right, this is enough. I need to turn this off. And then whenever I have a minute on the toilet or something, then I'll get to the string of responses back to people. That's how
Right.
I did it. But even then, it felt like I was doing that multiple times across the day. You know what I mean?
And I remember like he's still doing this. I noticed it too. So I think
Because
it's
people
because
take the time to message. And for the
Yeah.
most part, 99% of the time, it's nice words or they're just trying to chit-chat about something. So it feels impolite to not respond, right? Unless they're trying to sell me something or just straight up like, yo, bro, this shit sucks.
yeah, someone's just like constantly like
I'm like,
attacking
okay,
you.
save that one for Ben. Ben could deal with that one. Ben could deal with the yo, bro, this shit sucks.
the yo bros and stuff. But yeah, even yesterday when we were heading here, it's like
Yesterday when we were heading here,
yesterday when we were talking about me heading here to record and stuff, I was saying how like I could just feel your enthusiasm again. And I was like, oh, nice. It feels good. So it makes me feel better knowing like, oh, this is fun again.
not that it wasn't fun.
Not that it wasn't fun, but it was just like, oh, okay, now it just feels like we're revitalized.
Yeah.
And besides that, I saw Deadpool. That was pretty fucking
Deadpool
fun.
was good. Yeah, everyone said that was good. I think it had the biggest box office opening for an R-rated movie ever.
For real?
For an R-rated movie ever. So
Oh,
it's like
shit.
it grossed the most money, which kind of makes sense because most people that watch the Marvel Cinematic Universe
Yeah.
will likely watch this, and people just that are fans of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman will just watch that thing, right?
You didn't get to watch it yet?
No, not yet. I'm hoping to watch it sometime this week. I was
Yeah.
actually part of me was hoping that you would show up today so I could kind of like go do something with my wife because once again,
Oh yeah.
she is home in the house.
Yeah.
Most of the time, she's not off on the day that we're recording. So part of me wanted to actually cancel today. Not gonna lie, not because I don't want to see you or
Yeah.
because I would rather like hang out with my wife on a day
Yeah.
off.
So it's fitting that that's a good segue into today's episode, I guess.
Love.
Yes.
Love. So August the 10th is called in China Qi Xi Jie. That's first tone Qi, first tone Xi, just because I'm pronouncing it correctly.
It sounds like it.
Maybe not well, but I'm pronouncing it correctly.
I mean, you said it to your wife. She didn't seem like she was.
It's a festival that's been going on for over 2,000 years, probably longer than Korea has been a country for.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
For 2,000 years. It's a romantic tradition. It is otherwise known as Lovers Festival, Chinese Valentine's Day, or Double Seventh Festival. Nope, not double fist bend, not what you do, but double seventh, the number 7th festival. Because Qi Xi, the words actually mean Qi, like the number 7, and Xi, which is kind of like a sunset thing, and then Jie just means festival or holiday. So it's literally, if you translate, it's called 7th Sunset Festival. Do you need more caffeine, Ben?
No, I was gonna say, does Gia?
Jia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gia.
That means like holiday or like festival.
Doesn't it mean also like
Jia?
like love, or like, doesn't it mean like, hey, my significant other? No,
that's Gigi.
oh, that's wait, whoa. Isn't Gigi?
Yeah.
Isn't Gigi something else?
I'm just trying to go through what minor Chinese you might actually know. What are you trying to say?
Like, is it Gia? I thought you guys say like Gia, like Gia, come here, or something like that. No,
Yeah, that means sister, Jie.
Gia. Oh, Gia.
But the same word with different tones means different things.
and you have to say it twice, not just one.
No, you can say Jie, like sis.
Oh,
like
okay,
sis,
okay.
sister.
Okay,
Like sister.
That's what I was getting think of. But sorry, go on.
All right, so this holiday happens on the 7th day of the 7th month of the lunar calendar. So that's why it's kind of called 7th Sunset Festival,
Cool.
which is another romantic thing. For one quick tidbit before we get into this holiday, and for this episode, guys, we're gonna be talking about like other various Asian holidays. Ben's got like a long laundry list of Asian romantic Valentine's Day-esque holidays that we'll be going through today.
Yes.
We're doing this in honor of Qi Xi Jie, which is coming up on August the 10th. For those of you that live in China, unfortunately, this is not a public holiday, so you're not going to be able to take the day off. So in case you do want to do something, it's gonna you're gonna have to call out of work or do something else because it's not a national public holiday. It's on August 10th. Okay, this is based on. I'm gonna give you very quickly what this story is actually based on, because it's also called Lover's Day because Qi Xi Jie is based off a very old story of two people that were in love, Zhi Nu and Niu Lang. So when they got married, their in-laws were not about their union. They said, holy hell, no. And they made them separate, and they sent the guy over to Earth, our mortal land of here, Earth, and they kept the other woman upstairs in heaven, but they separated the two of them because they forbid them from ever falling in love. Eventually, the guy found his way back to her, so he went back to the sky, back to heaven, or wherever they live in the space in the sky somewhere.
You're just like in the sky, in the ground above the other ground.
I'm trying to dumb down this very long story. Okay, two lovers. A god and a goddess loved each other. Their parents said, yo, that's not cool. Split them up. The guy went to Earth. Eventually, the guy found his way back to heaven, but they were like, yo, you still can't do this. So what they did was they built the Milky Way to separate the two of them. So the two of them were actually separated by the Milky Way. And then once every year, a bunch of birds come together, and the birds flock together, and they make a bridge that crosses over the Milky Way, and they're allowed to see each other and do whatever they need to on that one day, once a year, and that's on the 7th of the 7th month of the lunar calendar.
So July 7th.
It's not July 7th. It's the lunar calendar. That's why it's usually like around a month later or so. So every year it's a little bit different because it's based on the lunar calendar, and that was what happens on Qi Xi Jie.
Yes, that was so romantic.
That was the
Yo, what the?
No. The actual story is quite long because it involves a cow.
Oh my
God.
God.
Helping him go back to heaven, but it's kind of like a tedious story. So I gave you like the dumbed down version of it. And that's what the holiday is actually based about.
Yeah.
As far as what they actually do to celebrate the holiday, it's usual bullshit Valentine's, American, Western stuff.
Okay.
You know, chocolates, flowers, take them out to dinner, do something romantic. There is no specific thing that you do on that day.
Make babies.
Well, you do that like hopefully on any other romantic holiday as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, you did a little bit of research. I'll intertwine some of this stuff in as well. But what other Asian romantic holiday did you find from your extensive research on Google?
Awesome. Let's start with Japan and South Korea.
Make sure you less, because whenever you read anything, you at the beginning and end of every sentence.
Got you. My O's are to replace periods. That's what I realized. Instead of saying period, I said,
you put a period at the beginning of a sentence?
Yes. I just did it right now. Japan and South Korea. They have something called White Day.
White Day. It's not to honor Western American people.
No, it's not. It's not called Caucasian Day. All right, guys? Held every March 14th, White Day is a celebration that starts in Japan as a response to Valentine's Day. Suck at Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is on February 14th.
Yes.
So a month later, they celebrate White Day.
Yes. This holiday stems from, you're not going to like this, from an extensive marketing campaign supported by the Japanese National Confectionery Industry Association in the late 70s.
Wait, a bunch of chocolate makers created a holiday.
Pretty much, exact in the late 70s.
You know, I actually read something here that America's Valentine's Day has like a heavy lobbying campaign from both the flower industry, the confectionery, the chocolate, all the regular bullshit. The Hallmark also like
The company that makes the color red. I'm just fucking with you. Lingjie's like, wait a minute, I don't know what you're talking about.
Good thing if this is a real thing. Yeah, but it's one of those things where without the heavy influx
Lobbying.
of like these companies wanting you to celebrate, then
Right.
it's really not that big of a thing.
Right.
Because
So
in theory, you should love your significant spouse/partner 365 a year.
365, son.
And I don't mean like every part of her body. I mean like just 365 a year. You should, not just on one particular day.
I agree. So, it looks like
Was that period again?
it was a period.
I'm gonna catch you every time.
So every Valentine's Day, by giving white marshmallows, chocolates, and other white-colored gifts.
Wait, not on Valentine's Day. On White Day.
Oh, so eventually this became a yearly national trend that became popular in South Korea as well. Nowadays, White Day is an opportunity for men, just men, to reciprocate their feelings by providing simple yet creatively presented gifts like lollipop bouquets, rule of three.
Is that because in Japan on Valentine's Day, on the one in February, women traditionally give stuff? So White Day, the month later, is meant to like even it out?
Maybe.
Is that what it is?
Maybe. I don't think so, but
Because it says for men to reciprocate.
reciprocate. Yeah, so
But
maybe.
that would only be possible if the women were giving on
something.
the other day. Because traditionally here in the West, 99% of the time, it's the male partner that does most of the gift giving.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
Period. Let's see from there. Again,
Period again.
due to cultural shifts.
Are you doing it on purpose now?
Kind of. Due to the cultural shifts around gender norms, societal expectations. This is boring. Let's see.
That was a long period.
That was.
You're about to do it again.
There we go. A decreased spending by women on Valentine's Day has led to the decrease in spending on White Day as well.
Okay, here's
That's pretty funny.
my conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Given what you just read,
yeah.
people overall are spending less money on February Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So the chocolate companies, all the people that care about the holidays from a
They're like, oh shit.
retail perspective are like, shit, we're down 50%. 50 plus 50 equals 100. We need to create another holiday to get us back to where we were.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just sound like that?
It sounds exactly like that. So I guess it's very romantic. Enjoy your White Day. South Koreans and Japan people like,
Why is it called White Day though?
I don't know. But I can go look into it when I go talk about Korea's days.
You mean you'll do research live on podcast?
Yes.
God damn it, Ben.
Thank you. Next one. We're going to talk about Indonesia. I'm going to probably fudge this word. It's pronounced Omedan.
Omed? Can you spell that?
O-M-E-D.
O-M-E-D, Omed. Okay.
Right? And then this one is O-M-E-D-A-N.
Omed.
Omedan.
Omed is the first word.
Right.
Dan is the second word.
Yes. One of the cultural highlights in Bali, Indonesia, is Omedan. Omedan. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
More known in the West as the Bali Kissing Festival.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Sounds sexual. Sounds sexy.
Which day of the year is it? Does it have the actual date?
Preserved and observed by the residents of Banjar, thousands of unmarried young people start kissing and hugging each other. I'm still trying to look for the day. In the meantime, in this event, the younger participants are divided into two groups, the men, obviously, and women. Before the ritual, all participants must attend a praying ceremony where they'll be sprinkled with holy water. The two groups then line up, looking directly at each other, while guided by the Apekalong, or the local security officer. Okay. One person from each group will then be appointed and paraded. The two young people who are at the front of the line must embrace and kiss each other. The ritual will stop after the elders sound the whistle or pour water on the participants.
All right, Ben, can you
This is
summarize
also-
what you just said? Because you said a lot, and I caught like maybe 20% of it.
So
and I'm
pretty
sure
much-
our listeners only caught like 25% of it.
Pretty much, the young participants just line up. They're facing each other. There's a
This sounds like a military army drill.
It does kind of. And then they're forced to just kiss. So you have like a security officer, the local town security officer that sends with you. and then you just line up, and then you just participate in this kissing and hugging ceremony. The only thing is, I did look up is that it isn't surprising if they end up marrying each other in the future as well. So it's kind of like a
One forced kiss leads to marriage.
well, it can lead to that's the idea of it. So it's kind of that's a little more romantic.
If you have
think about
100
it.
people, 100 singles lining up,
Right?
what percentage of those people do you think are actually gonna get married?
Oh, I mean,
Because this isn't like some weird K-drama thing where a single kiss is that significant. Unless a single kiss is that significant to these people, that leads to the potential or like the high potential of actually getting married. Because I can't imagine where, let's say you do like speed dating, right? Because you do speed dating at your restaurant sometimes, right?
yes.
What percentage of the people that go to your restaurant / bar that do the speed dating? See, I'm so out of the game. I don't even know what it's called. What percentage of those people do you actually think A, go on a real date, or B, go on a long-term relationship?
All right, dude. So
It's almost nominal.
I would say this every time we do these speed dating things.
Oh, Ben works at a bar. They do speed dating.
Yeah,
Just
so-
in case you didn't know that from our past episodes.
Yeah, so we run a couple events. One of them is our speed dating event. I will tell you this. I've seen a good amount. I've probably seen at least like 15 of these things now.
Yeah.
It is it's nice that they still do it, but dude, it's so cringe that I
And
feel
cringe
bad.
as
Cringe as in like it's really bad when I see like how awkward it can be. So I had this one woman that was in front of the bar, right?
yeah.
So it was so busy that we had no more tables.
Oh,
so-
that many people came to participate.
Yeah. So
Was it like 40 guys and one girl?
no, yo, that'd be depressing.
Because that's my first thought. Guys, when you picture speed dating thing, do you picture like an overwhelming amount of males to female ratio? That's just, maybe I'm wrong or that's like a bad stigma, but that just feels like it would be the case, no?
They try to have the equal amount proportionally, but I've seen it where there was definitely less females than males.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. So the woman, she's sitting right in front of me. So they're rotating and shit. And she kept talking, but it's almost like you're saying the same spiel.
Yeah, of course, because you're meeting someone for how long? 2 minutes? 5
2,
minutes?
3 minutes at most. And I felt bad because, they always ask usually the same questions. So what brings you here? What are you looking for? And for her, she's like, oh, so I just got divorced. I'm 50. And, and I have 2 kids. And see how you were like,
Okay. To all the older divorcees out there,
yeah.
it's unfair to you,
Yes.
but you can't imagine where like if
Yeah.
she meets someone that's in their 30s or wherever
Yeah.
that's looking for different things out of life, that it
Mhm.
already doesn't line up.
Yeah.
Unless it's just about the sex.
Yeah. And I could tell, I don't think she was just looking for sex and just,
Right.
it did suck. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, I feel bad. I was just trying to like talk to her and I was like, oh man, these guys are losers, huh?
So like when you were observing that, like where the guys just, could you see them lose interest in their
right
conversation?
away, yeah, dude.
Oh
right
man,
away.
that sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's as soon as she says, like I think it's the divorce part with the kids.
With the kids, maybe.
Yeah, that's when it was just like,
A divorcee is not as bad
no,
because
it's not.
that's like a past thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the kids part that's like, oh, what if you wanted to have kids, but she doesn't want to have kids anymore?
right,
Or the idea that you now have to be a step parent,
right, exactly.
right? Like some guys would be turned off by that.
I tried dating. There was a period where I was like, I don't know what it was. I was like meeting a lot of baby mamas, and like then and then divorcees.
Ben's on the wrong app.
Yeah.
Ben is on the wrong app. Ben,
No,
they have specific apps for
shut
like
the fuck-
very specific
the
niches, right?
that's actually that's my kink.
I used to have Jewish
Oh.
coworkers. They had specifically
Oh.
like a Jewish dating app.
I'm sure it was
And
probably
I'm sure there's like a divorcee
Oh.
/ like, baby mama
baby mama.
dating app.
Oh my god, dude, that's not what I was looking for. This guy. But what happened was, I noticed between the baby mamas and the divorcees, right?
Yes.
I was like, oh, I definitely, I realized obviously, like you mentioned, I like the divorcees more because the baby mama part's like, that'd be great. Like everything about them is great, but it's like, oh damn, they have a kid with another dude, and I look nothing like that. Even like I can't even pretend that's mine.
Right, but a better person, unlike yourself, would,
Oh, please.
a better human being, a better
Oh.
man A real man's man.
A real man's man?
A real man's man would
really?
would look at that and be like, if you are into the woman and you love her, then you take all parts of her, including the 18-year-old child.
Then you know what? He's a better man than me. Fuck yeah, I don't care. Like I tried, but it's just too hard. And I think the kids she was saying like they were fairly older too. That's another thing too. I
think older would actually be easier.
Regardless, it's still not easy because that kid is going to remember you. They're going to have some kind of premonition or pre-based kind of idea. She probably obviously dated other dudes before you. So, it's even before I try to get like really involved, I'm like, damn, I might have to take myself out of this. So, yeah.
Because you don't want to set yourself up for something that would hurt the two of you.
Put it this way. I've dated girls that had like dogs. I miss the dogs way more than the girls, bro. Let's just put it that way, bro. Like, and I'm like, damn, I'll even message like, how's your dog? How's Wasabi doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll ask that shit, bro. I'm like, damn, I want to kidnap the dog, bro.
Ben doesn't text for a booty call. He texts us to walk the dog.
Yeah, bro.
It's like, can I pick up him or her? Wasabi later, just go for a walk.
Yeah, dude. Like, I asked how the dog's doing way more than the freaking girl. But yeah, speed dating.
Speed dating is tough, man.
Bro.
This lining up and kissing thing seems. I guess. Wait, is that worse or better than speed dating? Let me think.
I think it could be better, just only because it's kids. It's a little more, it's romantic. Like, you never know. It might be like that puppy crush turns into something.
Yeah. And just given that it's a government sanctioned thing, not to say anything about Indonesia, the country, but I feel like any government sanctioned thing has like more strict criteria. So unfortunately, they probably don't have any 50-year-old divorcees with like kids on that line.
No, it's literally meant to be for the younger.
Younger people and everything. I can kind of see where if like you're a single and you're young and maybe you've never kissed someone before, that having that random first kiss would be like such a big deal.
Yeah, and it might help their confidence. It could help their social anxiety if they have any too. So I see a lot of good benefits to it.
I also think that in my mind, I'm picturing something like the military, right?
I think you're thinking about like,
I'm pretty sure it's a bit more laid back and wholesome.
Yeah,
it's not like they're in like,
this isn't some kind of camp. This isn't West Point.
That's what I'm picturing.
This isn't that, dude.
It's like some army training.
They're not shaving their heads while they're gonna kiss, bro. They're not doing anything.
It's like G.I. Jane kissing like Forrest Gump in the army or something. That's what I'm picturing.
Think of it more as like it's like a fun after school program where like the kids get to go to the park.
I wouldn't send my kids to an after school program where they're kissing other people.
You know what I mean? It's not.
You're not a parent.
I know, but you get what I'm saying. It's not like they're shaving their heads and they're like, all right, kids. Now I need to see how many pull-ups you can. Yeah. It's not like that.
It's not like that?
No, it's not like that. It's a lot more festive. Here. This is a picture of it. So look, you can see everyone's happy.
Yo, those two are going at it. Are they going at it? Can't tell from the angle.
Yeah. But look, everyone's like having a good time. It's fun.
They look like college age people.
Yeah, so it's not like again, it's not like they have like fucking like they have like a battle battalions and they're like they got a battle and shit each other.
On the other side, that just turns you like a big group orgy.
I'm not lying. Yeah, that picture, it definitely. Yeah, it's very close to it for sure. So yeah,
so far that's the most interesting one. I think the white day in Japan seems kind of boring.
Yeah.
Oh! I forgot. I had some quick things about Japanese white day. So, like you said, chocolate is not considered a romantic expression, but more of platonic feelings. So when you give chocolate on, and this is going back to Ben's Japan/Korea white day thing. Like when you give chocolate, it's not necessarily say I love you. I'm giving you chocolate. Like Ben and I on white day, in theory, could give each other chocolate because it's like saying like, oh, we're good friends. We're gonna give you like chocolate. But just to very quickly, there are different types of chocolates that you give that show your feelings towards that person. And what I was joking with Ben about before is this is like a very easy way of saying, based on the type of chocolate I give you, whether we're in the friend zone or whether I want to bang you. It's literally a tangible expression of how horny I am for you or how horny I'm not for you.
All right.
So there are 6 different types of chocolates.
Oh.
Okay. The first one is called Jibun Choco, or self chocolates. Are the best chocolates on this day. The chocolates are bought and given to yourself, and you're allowed to indulge in it as much as you want.
So pretty much I'm masturbating. Got it. That's literally what you're telling me.
Isn't
that what it is? That love making chocolate.
Those chocolates, okay. So guys, if you have no other human beings to give chocolates to, I guess much like sex, you can just do it with yourself.
Let's have sex with the chocolate.
Jibun choco, self chocolates. That's type number 1.
Type number 1. That's the worst type.
Type number 2 is gyukaku choco, not the barbecue place. I know you're thinking of the barbecue bed.
Dude, that's
literally what you're thinking
isn't
of.
gyukaku literally translation to like Japanese barbecue beef
Okay,
or something?
hold on a sec. I might have I might have misread that. It's Gyaku. Gyaku.
Gyaku, not
Gyukaku.
Gyukaku.
Maybe my brain was stuck in barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, Gyaku.
We should have gyukaku.
Gyaku choco, aka reverse chocolates. Ben, can you guess what reverse chocolates means?
Oh damn, that sounds wrong. I guess I have to give the chocolate to someone.
These chocolates are given to someone that you actually love romantically.
Okay.
That you give to someone romantically.
Okay.
So this is in direct opposition to what you talked about before, which was like no, which was the thing where Valentine's Day the women gives and on White Day the men give. Okay,
Right,
the next type of chocolate number 3 is Tomo chocolates or friends chocolates.
Okay.
Ben, can you guess what this is given to?
Your booty calls. I mean, your friends.
I guess those are kind of friends.
Your friends.
So Tomo chocolates are given to friends, and it's just a sign of appreciation that they are your friends.
Okay.
So men can also give Tomo chocolates to their male friends as well. It specifically says that.
Okay.
I
figured. Yeah,
but I'm saying it has to explicitly tell you that it's okay to give guys.
Oh, sorry. Ew, bro.
The next kind of chocolate is giri choco, Giri, giri choco.
Giri.
Obligation chocolates.
Okay, is that for more like work or professional?
Bingo, Ben. It's given to your colleagues or your classmates, people that you see on a daily or semi-daily basis that you feel obligated to give.
The ones you hate. Got it. Perfect.
Can you imagine just going to work and giving chocolates to your boss?
I can see. I've done that.
You know what? I guess in Japan,
Yeah,
and
you could do
maybe
that.
South Korea, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Because when people go on vacations, like in the office, they always bring back like snacks for the office to share, right?
What's it? I bought my friends and my bosses from Miami. I bought them like really nice chocolate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that I can see. But I guess
I've always said when you go on trips, instead of bringing back magnets
You're right.
or like a
like
t-shirt,
mugs and a t-shirt, like a really tacky.
just bring back some kind of like local food that's over there because they can try something new and then it's not going to take up space in their house or something stupid like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the final kind of chocolate is, how do you pronounce an X in Japanese? I guess sho.
Kasho?
Kaxoku. Kashoku.
X.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Kaxoku. Kashoko. I'm going to pronounce it like it's an S.
Okay. Yeah.
Kashoko choco, aka
I like
aka
that.
family chocolates.
Oh, okay. That's sweet. I like that one.
That's easy. You give
Yeah.
it to your family members or those that you love in a non-romantic way. So, you
Yeah.
know what? The fact that, once again, this is based on the chocolate industry wanting to sell as many kinds of chocolates to you as you want, but at least they've spread like the obligation, right? So now you're
Spread
giving.
the obligation. That sounds so sexual. I don't know why. You gotta spread the obligations.
It's her name obligation.
Yeah. And then started going chocolates.
So these are the 6 types of chocolates. You have co-workers, classmates. 1, you have family. 2, you have friends. 3, you have masturbation. 4, and then you have Gyu chocolate, which is the one that you just give to. Oh, sorry, I missed one. I missed one. The 6th one is Hanmei choco or true feelings chocolate.
True feelings chocolate?
Okay, this is the final one. Guess what that might be? It's a true feelings. Who is left in this tier that you haven't given chocolates to, Ben?
Professional I've done. Work people. I'm pretty sure friends I've done.
Self, friends,
Actually, no, I've done self.
coworkers, family, someone you love. So who is left? True feelings.
Oh.
Honmei choco.
Your enemies? Enemies?
Actually, that's not listed here, but that would be kind of funny. No.
that would be. That's some anime shit. I don't know who else.
So these are chocolates that you want to give to someone that you like, but you aren't in a relationship. True feelings. Get it?
Your crush.
Yes.
Oh, your crush.
Someone that you're into.
Oh,
so
okay.
the other one was for someone that you already partner up with.
Got you.
And you love them. But
This is for your mistress.
Well, if they're a mistress, you're already partnered up.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So this is for someone that you want to be your mistress.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm taken, but this chocolate indicates I want more.
One more. So honmen choco.
The whole chocolate. All right, the whole chocolate.
That whole chocolate.
The whole chocolate.
Honestly, this actually seems kind of cool because I think besides your
Being a hoe?
frenemies, you've covered like every basis here for chocolates to give to. And it kind of really just shows like if you have someone that you want to that you want to receive a true feeling from, that you hope that they like you, but instead they give you like a friend's chocolate, then you kind of know that you're in the friend zone and you're not going to have anything, right? That's like a clear sign that, oh, this girl that I'm into gave me friend's chocolate. So she thinks of me as only a friend and not a potential like lover.
Right. That makes sense.
All right. I sorry to interrupt you, but I just had that thing. I just wanted to insert that before we got too far away from the Japan white thing. So what other holidays do you have, Ben?
Dun, dun, dun. So just a shout out. How do you pronounce that thing? The ox and the girl. Xi Jinping holiday.
Qi Xi Jie.
Qi Xi Jie.
Qi Xi Jie.
People from Singapore actually celebrate that too.
Yeah, because they're mainly Chinese.
Yes.
Shout out to you Singaporean people. You guys
And Taiwan.
You guys are basically Chinese. Not basically. You guys are Han Chinese.
You said Han?
No, well, that's a way of saying like a certain type of Chinese.
Oh, okay. So Korea is for lovers. So what are some of the things that Koreans like to do when they're in love? Let's start off with motels.
Oh, that sentence had 2 periods.
Yes.
That sentence had a period right in the middle.
Love motels. I think that kind of explains itself, right?
Wait, the holiday is a love motel?
No, it's just during the holidays or whatever, or just being in love. How do you express that? With love motels.
You're going to give me a list of how Koreans in South Korea express
Make love.
love.
Yes.
Is this? All right.
Lingjie's eyebrows did the thing.
You've got the mic, Ben. You've got the floor.
So it's customary for us Koreans. We tend to live with our parents. So until we're like married, it's So what can you do when you can't bring them over?
This sounds like a first experience kind of lesson right here, Ben. Please.
First experience,
Bro. You're Korean.
Whoa.
You live with your parents.
Whoa.
I'm sure you indulge in these love motels.
I'm pretty sure we express this a lot. Also, it's really hard because like sometimes we talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
I've had some of those female friends of mine inquire and then ask further questions, especially after you say shit. But
Ben's got one of those boba punch cards, but for the love motel. For every 5 stays, you get your 6th stay for free.
Oh shit! I get like complimentary water and shit from the fucking mini fridge. Oh my god! So yeah, there's a lot of love motels. What are some things that Asian people like to do?
I don't
Lingjie?
even think that's that South Korean. That's very Asian. Like even in Japan,
Yeah.
it's very customary to live with your parents until you have like somewhere, either you move for work or you get married, right?
Right.
Aside from that, usually they're living with their parents. So I think just in lots of Asian countries, period, love motels make sense because we do so much generational living that you're not gonna be banging with your grandma in the next room. You've got to go somewhere for
And
it.
you know what's funny? I had this experience like this where my dad actually got mad at me because I brought one of the ladies over, right? And I didn't sleep together with her in my bed.
Right.
I let her sleep in my room and I slept, away from her outside in the living room, whatever.
Okay.
And I remember my dad got so fucking pissed. He got so pissed.
Did you bring her home late so he didn't realize she was there until the following morning?
Yeah. But then like the thing is that, as soon as everyone woke up, it was the first thing I did was I think I told my mom though. I think I told my mom for sure.
Yeah.
Because my mom didn't freak out or anything. Because I was worried about her, but then I told my dad and hey, like I let her sleep over, but I slept outside, so blah blah blah.
Cool.
He got so mad, bro.
Because he assumed something else happened.
No, not even that. He just got fucking mad. I was playing. He went to my room. He took the blanket off her while she was still asleep, bro.
Yo.
He yanked that shit off her, bro.
That's not cool to do to another woman, whether she's invited or not invited to your house.
And he's looking like pissed. I'm like, he's gonna beat the shit out of her. I was like, holy shit. He's like, get the fuck out of my, he was like yelling that shit. And
my God.
Yeah, bro. Yo, dude, my dad was a fucking, he was crazy. Yo, trust me. That's why I'm like, my dad now, it's like the calm, version.
How did the woman take it? We all want to know this. Not just me, but the listeners want to know.
She was so shook. She was like scared. She just like left. And then I
she
left
quickly
with
got
her.
up and left.
Yeah, I left with her. I apologized to her and stuff. And then I went back and I was like, Dad, what the fuck? You can't be doing that. To other people. You can't be doing that to my girl, especially. He's like, son, let me tell you something. All right. First of all, if a woman is willing to sleep over another man's house, especially the family house, yo, she's a hoe. I was like, God damn.
Shout out to you women out there that have been in a similar situation.
Shout out? That's a shout out.
No. This is only the opinion of Ben's 60-something-year-old dad. So
Yes. You know, so
different generation.
I was just like, what the fuck? And this is what he was expressing. He was like, son, look, maybe I'm old fashioned, right? But
Very.
if a woman is willing to do that, like sleep over, yo, she's probably willing to sleep over other dudes' house. If she's willing to do that, she's probably fucking them, bro. Look, man, I'm not saying you can't fuck. And this is the part where I was like, all right, my dad's kind of cool. Because I look, man, you just shouldn't bring them over, especially to a family house like that, unless you're like planning on being serious with her. You can't be doing that, bro.
Maybe like long term, right?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. And then he's like, look, man, if you really want to like fuck, bro, I'll give you money for a hotel, motel. Go fuck her there. Just don't fucking bring that shit here. That's all I'm asking, bro. And especially, also, you don't do that to your mother, all right? It's just a bad look. I was like, dude, you yanked the blanket off of her, bro. Like, you look like you're about to fucking ground and pound that shit, bro.
Your dad has some valid points.
Yeah, but his delivery.
His delivery and the way that he expresses his points
yes,
could be tempered down a little bit.
Just a little, right?
Just a little bit. But he does have some valid points that you probably should like.
That's not the point I was thinking. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
So, shout out to my dad, but goddamn, you were crazy back then.
Love motels, Ben. How much are they per night? I think we're getting to the DIY.
The DIY.
Because in Asia,
rates varies.
In Asia, they're readily available that you can even book some places per hour.
Yeah.
But here in America, that's not the case though, because I guess most people either have their own places or it's more customary for most people to have their own places or have somewhere to bring to. So usually here in America, you'll never see a per hourly rate motel. You usually, if you do go to a hotel, you have to book it for the whole night.
Yeah, so I didn't know about that until that's how I knew some of them were really sketch. They're like, I was like, hey, do you have a place available? Blah blah blah. And they're like, yeah, you could do it for we could do 4 hours or an hourly rate. I'm like, hourly rate?
Because that's not the norm here.
Yeah, and I was like, I was like, what's an hourly rate? And I was like,
does he want me to take a nap?
I was like, yeah,
like a power nap.
Oh shit! Oh, you guys go that? Oh, all right, my bad. I mean,
if it saves you money and you only need like 15 minutes, then you might as well round up for the hour. I mean, how much?
Might as well round her up.
How much foreplay do you need?
How much foreplay?
Foreplay? All right, 1 hour. We got you do the duty.
All right, so 40 minutes.
Hold on, shut up. I'm talking. I'm thinking math here. I'm trying to see how much you can save money.
Oh shit!
Showers, foreplay, do the duty.
Do the duty. All right, so those.
Can you do that in 1 hour?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Just cut the foreplay.
You could cut the foreplay and you could shower and do the thing.
Foreplay.
You could do that in the shower.
Yeah, there you go. Win-win.
And then you could be like, give me it's like, how much is a half an hour rate?
Half an hour is cutting it close.
Cutting it close.
Half an hour is cutting it close.
So yeah,
yes, how else do they like to romantically express themselves in Asia/Korea, Ben?
Sleep over my house to get yelled at my father. What's it?
Did you ever see that girl again? Final question about that event.
Well, what's up?
Did you ever see that girl again? Final question about
that. Oh,
event.
yeah, definitely. We still dated for a while, and then it just didn't end up working out.
Okay, fine. It's good to know that your dad wasn't.
He wasn't the reason.
Okay, good.
If I think about it, my dad was never ever the reason for why it didn't work out. I will say that my dad.
It's weird for a parent to be the reason of any.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's the norm.
It does happen though. It does happen where they're like, oh, like you can't be with him, or like she's not good enough for you, or some shit like that, right? And they're like, get the fuck out of my house.
I think our generation going forward shouldn't have that issue.
I don't think so.
Even if it's a different race, if it's a different age gap with kids, without kids, I think our generation going forward doesn't care about that as much.
No. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're a lot more understanding, just more loving in general.
Yeah. Like you love who you love, and if that's some weird age gap or with kids, without kids, none of that matters. Race clearly should not matter as well.
Yeah.
Right? Gender shouldn't matter. All that shit. Like love who you love, and then that's it.
Just as long as they're a good person, not a piece of shit. That's really all it is, man. And you guys should be fine. I mean, like that time also.
Just don't go over to Ben's house.
Yeah. Or that time when I was making out with another ex at the time. And,
is this story again? Guys, let me know if you heard this story. Go, Ben.
Oh, no. Maybe where he caught me just making out with her.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he called me right away.
Yes.
And he's just like, oh, you're having fun there. I was like,
you know what? For the few listeners that don't know this story, or for the new listeners, can you quickly tell this? Because I don't know which episode to reference to.
Oh yeah, that's how many times we've done this now.
I think you've talked about at least once.
It was just once.
You have 30 seconds. Go.
So one time during college, I was with my ex at the time.
So many periods.
There was a lot of PDA, so we're just fucking sucking face hard. And one time my dad
That
called us.
sentence was going in the wrong direction.
So my dad just called me, we're making out like hardcore, and my dad just calls me. He's like, "Are you having fun, this son?" I think my mom was in the car too. And he's like, "Yeah, fucking, that's disgusting. Stop fucking making out like that. That's
In public.
yeah, in public.
In the middle of the road.
Do it somewhere private." I think he mentioned the hotel again. Get a fucking hotel or a motel and just fucking do it there.
At this point, your dad gets like commissioned off this hotel or something.
Yeah, he probably he would be a great salesman. But going back to the whole thing, there's some things that Koreans do. So I didn't notice, but in the whole year, there's a thing that we do every month.
Like a romantic thing every month?
Yeah. So for all you Korean guys out there that are dating really Korean girls, you guys must be exhausted, bro.
And like following all these things?
Yes. And
Because you could just choose not to follow it.
yeah, and it's funny because I have a friend of mine that's dating a Korean girl, right? He's Chinese, and she does all these things.
Oh, she's more Korean.
And he's like, this is mad exhausting, bro.
Every month.
He's like, yeah, we have to do this shit. I'm like, and I think like, so talking about, it makes more sense.
Okay,
So,
what are the 12 Korean love holidays or events or shit that this guy has to follow?
so January 14th, Diary Day or Candle Day?
Diarrhea day.
Diarrhea Day. Yes, that's more fitting, I would say. You just need to keep like, have like,
Diary day, like a book.
yeah.
Diary or calendar day?
Yeah. So I think it kind of explains to each other, right? And also you want to give a candle to each other that day.
A candle.
Yeah, a candle.
Not calendar.
Not a
I heard calendar. Because it makes sense. It's January. You can get a calendar for the year.
I like that. Yeah. So there's that.
A diary and a calendar.
Yeah. Next one, February 14th. I think we all know.
Traditional Western style of Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Bullshit. Next.
Next year, exactly. March 14th, White Day.
White day, yes.
We did talk about that.
With the chocolates and shit, yes.
Yes. There you go. What's the next
God damn it, stop with the us.
one? April 14th,
Fool's Day?
Black Day.
Black Day. What is Black Day? They have White Day and then Black Day.
This holiday is reserved for those who didn't get gifts
Get the fuck out of here.
or are newly single. So this one's kind of a sad one.
Okay, so this is not particularly about love. This is just to celebrate. It's all cycles of a relationship, but just different phases. Oh, that's cool.
Exactly.
Black Day.
Yep. And, we talked about it. You usually signify by eating jjajangmyeon and then wish you were in love. So it's a delicious holiday.
Hold on a sec. Let's just, guys, quickly summarize what Ben just said. On April the 14th, if you're single and lonely, you eat a bowl of jjajangmyeon by yourself, and I assume that you wear black.
You could wear black.
It's like everyone's going to a massive funeral.
It kind of is.
Out of all the things to make yourself feel better about being single, why do you have to eat a bowl of jjajangmyeon, which is delicious, by the way? I love jjajangmyeon.
I think it's just because it's black.
Why not? You should just go out and get hammered with your friend. That should be how you celebrate Black Day.
Yeah,
You should get blacked out.
Yeah,
on
it should
Black
be
Day.
called Blackout Day.
Blackout
That's what
Day,
it should
yeah.
be. I agree with you on that. We should eat jjajangmyeon and then get fucking hammered right
if
after.
you're just eating jjajangmyeon by yourself at home, that seems really sad.
That's really depressing. Yeah.
And then you play like a game of League of Legends afterwards. That seems extra sad. All
League of Legends. Yeah.
right, what's happening on May?
May 14th, Yellow Day or Rose Day?
You give sunflowers and roses.
Yeah. That's pretty. And you wear yellow.
And you wear yellow. Okay. Oh, we're going to run out of colors soon. Go, Ben.
Yeah. June 14th, Kiss Day.
You just kiss someone?
So going back to, my beloved father, PDA is not supposed to be a thing, especially in Asian culture.
Yes.
Right? I think we can agree
It's
with
less
that,
accepted, PDA.
right?
Yes.
It's actually not acceptable sometimes. So
Traditionally.
So on this day, June 14th, you're allowed to do it publicly. So
Oh.
that's actually pretty cool, I think.
That's like sticking the finger to your dad that day.
Yeah, it's like on June 14th, I was like, where's dad? It's like, baby, come here. Hey, dad, we're going to show you something. So you could do that. July 14th, Silver Day. This kind of just doesn't make, oh shit. This one kind of just doesn't make sense about
You give
me.
jewelry to your significant other?
Yeah, you give them.
I knew it.
Yeah, you just give them silver or something like that. So, yeah. And that actually, I thought there was one for every month. That's all it is.
Okay, dude, that's half the year.
I apologize.
There's probably a bunch on the other half of it.
Maybe.
That
But,
actually seems. All right, you know what?
What?
It's not. Okay, here's my thing. To kind of like wrap this up, I
Mhm.
think sometimes when you need specific holidays to show your significant other you like them or to celebrate any of these things,
Uh-huh.
it's kind of dumb. But I have opposite feelings about Mother's Day because in theory, Mother's Day is the same concept. Why do you need a single day to show your mom you love them?
Right.
But I always find Mother's Day like such a great thing.
I do too.
We all get to collectively celebrate our mothers. So I think like as much as I shit on these romantic holidays, some of them are probably just for retail marketing, but I think it's okay to like have random things because sometimes you need an occasion or an excuse to go out and do something.
Right.
Or you forget, like you're the stupid guy that forgets to show your spouse you love them somehow.
Right. And most of these things are pretty harmless, or it doesn't seem like a money grab. That's a cool
What are
thing.
you talking about? The whole chocolate thing for everyone that you know is a money grab. Dude, there's a chocolate for everyone.
Oh, I mean like the little every day of
That
the
just
month
seems
thing.
like Halloween for chocolates. Everyone comes by.
That one is OD. That one is very OD. Especially like, I feel like, I mean, you can just get the fucking mini chocolate bars, and then, all right, technically, here you get a good bar, you get a Hershey's.
I wonder if those chocolates are each uniquely different. Like the 6 types of chocolates, like are
Like it has to be specific.
if it's just, let's say it's just one chocolate bar, right?
Mhm.
Generic chocolate bar, but the if you give it to someone, no, actually, now that I'm thinking about it out loud, then they wouldn't know which chocolate you're giving them. Are you giving them the friend's chocolate, or are you giving them the coworker chocolate? I guess the chocolate, or at least the wrapper, has to look different. That's what I'm trying to say, right?
Or like, so if you do like a dark chocolate means for something, a white chocolate means for something.
Yeah, like it has
The
to be a
milk,
different type of
obviously.
chocolate, or very similar chocolate, but just packaged very differently, so the person knows this is a friend chocolate as opposed to a coworker chocolate. On to ranting and raving. This is our favorite part of the whole podcast, where Ben and I like to rant about something negative or rave about something positive. Ben, what is bothering you this week?
I am apparently, and you already knew this, I'm balding, but now it sucks to the point where if I don't wear a hat sometimes and it's really hot and I'm out for a long time,
Yeah.
the crown part, I'm like, oh, it's a little toasty up there. So I feel it now. So now I have
because your hair is thinning, that the
Yeah.
sun's rays are penetrating?
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh shit, I gotta put SPF on my
Can I
head.
ask which area is balding? Like, is
crown.
your
This part, literally the topish part right here.
oh, you're getting that like, oh, that's worse. Wait,
Yeah.
what's worse? Your foreline, your hairline
Receding.
receding from the front, or like just a balding spot in the middle?
Is it? It's always gonna be for me since I'm taller. This is okay because people don't realize it.
I just realized
People don't realize it. So that's
no
the
one
thing.
can see. Most people cannot see
Most
the top
people
of your
can't
head.
really tell. Yeah, they can't really tell until like I really point out to it and like I start spreading. But it's definitely thinning for sure. And I realized it because one time I was swimming, and I was like, and I just touched the top of my head just to scratch it, and I was like, oh shit, that fucking hurts. I thought like I scratched my head or something.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no, it's a sunburn.
that's sad.
yeah, dude.
But I thought you taking Rogaine to retain whatever hair you have.
I am, but regardless, I mean, whether or not it's still to prevent it, but maybe it's still, I'm losing the battle a little.
Like it's keeping 90%, but
Yeah.
you're slowly losing
Yeah.
10% or something like that.
I know for this, I know for I would say compared to my dad and my brother's losing a hair a lot faster than me.
Yeah.
And my dad was saying, I was like, oh, you're not balding as fast as when I was your age.
Can you see the shape of your dad's balding? Because you'll probably have a very similar balding style.
I look almost just like my dad. I can tell like where it's supposed to happen.
Because your dad's front
His hairline receded. I remember even when he was younger,
faster.
his hairline was receding, and mine hasn't done that. But
Yours
it's
is
just
more
a
on
crown.
top.
Yeah, it's just a crown a little. So he was saying like, oh, you're actually defying it. There are things you guys can do. If you're balding, you can stop it or like prolong your hair for.
Yeah.
There are things that do work now.
Those meds that stop the balding, the sooner you take them, the better, because they
Yeah.
won't help you grow it back, but they'll help you keep what you have.
Yeah.
So in theory, if you're slowly balding across your life, the sooner you take it, the more of the hair
Yeah.
you keep longer.
I will say this too. Like the only real bad thing I'm doing for sure is again smoking. Smoking is really bad for you guys, and I'm trying to cut down on it. But smoking is literally the.
How many of you OG listeners remember Ben saying that from the first year of the podcast?
I don't know how I'm trying so hard to quit smoking. Quitting smoking has been the hardest out of everything. Drinking, I don't crave, but it's cigarettes. I was
Is
like,
it a stress reliever or is it just
it's
like
such a good stress reliever. Like even just saying I'm smiling, I'm like, it's such a good stress. It's such a good little thing on top,
yo, Ben
guys.
just smiles thinking about cigarettes the way I smile thinking about like a cheeseburger.
Yo.
He just instantly had a smile saying cigarettes.
Yo, you don't get it. Like there's like a romance I have with cigarettes. There's so many good moments I've had while having a cigarette. It's good times, but it's bad for you. It's Yeah.
Ben's life is like connected to cigarette moments.
Yeah, man. It's just, being outside, being outside a bar, just seeing your friends, it's just, maybe someone you're dating.
Just take some drugs instead. Is that better for you?
Nah, because drugs, like, it kind of like, I mean, I love drugs too, but drugs, but the thing with drugs is that it like obscures your reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be who you are, but cigarettes, come on now. Yeah.
Shorten that life a little bit for
Yeah, but yeah, that's my little ranting and raving. Cigarettes and balding.
Okay, what did I have? Oh,
Yeah, what do you have?
so I have this expensive package coming from FedEx
Oh, okay.
overseas, and they missed a
FedEx.
delivery on Friday because I wasn't home. Real delivery, they rang the doorbell. I saw them on the camera. Fine, I wasn't home, right?
Uh-huh.
And they attempted the delivery the next day, which was the following day.
Okay.
But I got an alert because I have my FedEx account linked to my email, so I'll get an alert when
You get the notification.
they miss the package. So I was upstairs in my office and I got an alert from the email that they attempted a delivery. So I was like, I'm fucking home. No one rang the doorbell. I go to my camera.
Yeah.
At the exact time I got that email that said they attempted, quote unquote, attempted delivery. I just see the FedEx truck just driving by my house.
Wow.
Which means that the guy didn't even
that is such a bullshit.
he didn't even try,
Fuck, that's
but
fucking
he pressed the button on his thingamabob where he scans it or whatever and said that he tried, right?
Wow.
His truck just drove by me at the exact same time that I got the email.
Wow.
He didn't even try to like get out of the car.
Holy shit.
I
dude.
get that, like, if I'm not home after one bell, I even get if they don't wait forever while ringing the bell. If they just ring the bell, they wait 5 seconds, no one's there, no
Right.
cars in the driveway, they just leave. I get it. You're in a rush, right? But for you to not even get out of the truck and even try to like do the thing,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm waiting for them to come today now, which is like such a bullshit. Because what if they come today and they do the same bullshit, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I hope, you get it on time. Because I know FedEx, aren't they notorious for like doing really shady shit?
Well, people say that about UPS. People say that about
UPS
everything
and
too.
FedEx.
Yeah.
Isn't the United States Post Office like the best? If we had to power rank these things.
Well, I always have the best interactions with the actual U.S. Post Office, USPS.
Are you talking about like actual just human interaction?
Yeah, like the human beings are cool.
Uh-huh.
Like when they deliver, I always get to know my mail guys and stuff. And like generally speaking, I don't have as many lost packages with them. I have more lost packages with UPS and FedEx, but maybe that's just a coincidence.
They were
Maybe
they were in that thing with the whole like Nike sneaker shit, like about just expensive shit in general. Because I think it's coincidental that how it's like you have an expensive thing and he attempted to deliver it.
Yeah, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, so
That's why they ship Nike sneakers in like a brown box now.
Yeah.
Not inside like a marked package.
right. I hope you get your shit, but also thank God you have that video because you could send that to FedEx. Be like, this is your quote unquote attempt. You call this your king? You
Yeah,
could
but
say some
it's
shit
not
like that.
worth the hassle. What the fuck's gonna actually happen, right? You know what I mean? As long as I get the package. Worst
Right.
case scenario, they quote unquote fake try to deliver a third time, and it just gets rerouted to one of those facilities where I have to drive
Go
to pick it up.
yourself. Yeah,
That is actually kind of more annoying.
that's very annoying, and it's like deep in Brooklyn or some shit.
No, it's in like a mass biff.
oh shit.
That's not as bad as Brooklyn, but it's still in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whatever. So guys, if you're a FedEx driver, fuck you. If you're not, then actually, if you're a nice FedEx driver, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you know why they do this kind of shit, unless they're just trying to save time, like they're behind on schedule.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like their route, they're
Oh,
behind.
maybe, and he's like, fuck it. Now he can just leave it there.
Okay, on to the outro. Ben, good episode.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less ums next time, you say?
I
I've noticed whenever you have to read lots of facts or stuff that you don't have memorized, it's a significant number of ums. And I'm wondering, how would you read bedtime stories to your kids in the future? Because that's the same idea.
I'm gonna have to read them really short stories. Only Dr. Seuss.
Dude, Dr. Seuss is
book?
hard. Have you read Dr. Seuss?
Yeah.
No.
Like recently, no.
As an adult, I try reading some of the Dr. Seuss stuff because my son is up to that level.
Uh-huh.
And even I get like tongue twisted trying to read Dr. Seuss sometimes.
All right, guys. I'm gonna try to read some Dr. Seuss in the future.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We will be back next week because we're recording next week right after this. I say that every time we do a doubleheader, just so that you know that at the very least next week, we will be back. We're trying to get a bunch of these episodes together before both of us have to leave for the summer and stuff. So just in case our schedules don't work out and we miss 1 or 2 weeks, I think maybe 1 week at most, hopefully. Hopefully it's none, but if we do miss 1 or 2 weeks because of this, just know that it's because we're both on vacation. So it's that has to do with it.
We should be now at the point where we're kind of caught up, or at least a little ahead now.
The recording thing is okay. It's just that I have to edit like 5 episodes in a week
Oh shit!
to like get
just
ahead.
to have it,
Just to have it ready, because we can have the raw material here, but I have to like
Right.
do the actual editing, get it and putting it together. So just in case we miss a week or two because of that, not saying that we will, but just in case we do, it's probably because I'm running out of time. Because I also have my son's birthday. I have the actual planning for that. I've got
a lot of birthdays.
the planning for the vacation itself. I have to pack stuff, get stuff ready. All of that stuff just adds up. Anyways, thank you guys for your support. You can reach out to us on the social media. It's at where, Ben?
WorstAsianPod.com.
WorstAsianPod.com, but all the social medias at WorstAsianPod if you're not already following.
Yeah.
Feel free to slide into the DMs. I know some of you have been a bit more hesitant to say stuff because Ben is now responding to everything, but it's okay. Ben is just as nice as I am, just with worse grammar.
And what's it? I'm trying my best to be like Lingjie. I did know something I said that I was like, oh, Lingjie would be proud of this response.
Just try to have a real conversation. You don't have to be anything like me. All
AI
right?
Lingjie.
You don't have to be anything
I
like
will be Lingjie.
Thank you guys so much. Adios.
Peace, guys.
Bye.